YouTube, I'm so sorry. I had to start the dulls with a burp. I got a burp, man. I hit slash marker and then I felt the bubble in my chest. Give me a second. Take my word for it. That was a good one. This is, it's not No Country for Old Men, because No Country for Old Men is more pickup truck focused than sports car focused. I want to say that there's a chance that this could be... You know what? I think it's Kill Bill Volume 2, man. It has that Tarantino... This is where fucking Daryl Hannah lives in Kill Bill Volume 2, man. I was going to say Death Proof because it's got that same kind of like yellow tone, muscle car, mid-2000s Quentin Tarantino aesthetic, but yeah. Honestly, it sounds crazy because this is obviously Kill Bill Volume 2. If they had put this first, I probably wouldn't have gotten it. I probably would have assumed that this is like a Bruce Lee movie. I probably would have gotten it on that one for sure. That's a given. That's even more of a given. And I mean, that's just that's a giveaway. I do like when it goes... You know what I'm talking about? The theme from Ironsides. All-time classic. So I was trying to think. I need to see Jackie Brown. I think I've seen every other Quentin Tarantino movie. I'm not saying it's bad. They're mostly all really good. But I think Kill Bill Volume 2 is my second lowest Tarantino. For me personally, I think a big part of it is like it's a product of your age. When you were born and when you saw them. Number 1 is Pulp Fiction for me. Number 2 is Inglourious Bastards. Number 3 is probably, as time has gone on, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And then it gets a little muddy. Reservoir Dogs and Django Unchained have got to take 4 and 5, but they might be swapping, depending on the day. And then I like Volume 1 more than Volume 2, but I like them both, but I think they're pretty close. I like Death Proof too, honestly. I like it more than the average person. And the Hateful Eight, I do like, but it's also on the bottom. But I need to see Jackie Brown for sure. This running back signed with the Broncos in 2020. He had 4,200 rushing yards for the Chargers. Oh, Saquon Barkley be like, oh, so he played for them for 2 seasons? I have no idea, man. In 2020, so he probably started 20. I have no idea who you could possibly be. I'm going to say Ezekiel Elliott III, even though it's not possible. Tyus Jones got nominated. Tyus Jones got drafted by this Western Conference team and played with them until 2019. So a team that was probably really bad in 2015 picked him fairly early in the draft. I don't know. You could be like a late first round or early second round pick. He's just most outstanding player for a tournament, not like MVP of the whole season. This doesn't matter. Let's just say it's the Kings. They're always kind of in the middle of the pack, or the middle of the bottom. Kevin Kuzmanoff had 3 straight seasons with over 70 RBIs in the mid-2000s. The late 2000s for this National League team. Let's say it's the Pittsburgh Pirates. We were talking about them early. Okay, so far so good. Syngman Rhee became the first president of this country. South Korea. This is Felicity Jones. 100%. That's not even up for debate. And then I want to say that this is... like it has a certain Chalamet-ness, but it has way more of a who's that guy? The curly-haired singer, the curly-haired R&B singer. It could also be Nick Jonas. And it could also be Kit Harington. The more I look, Kit Harington almost has like some silver, like right at the roots. That is a very Kit Harington hairstyle. Can you? I hate to say this. Can you tell me who's the R&B singer I'm trying to think of? He wears a turtleneck and chain. He's white and he has curly dark hair. Jack Harlow. That's it. But I don't think this is Jack Harlow. I'm gonna deviate. I'm gonna say that's Kit Harington, even though I think they might be he's not in the game. I'm gonna say that it's Jack Harlow. I'm gonna say that it's Nick Jonas. All right, never mind. Oh, Paul Mezcal. Oh, Big Red Soda was created in what U.S. state in 1937? You have absolutely no idea. Big Reds. Just to me, this sounds like it could be North Carolina. I have no idea why, but that was what was speaking to me. Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? Originally hosted by Jeff Foxworthy, where I believe they found out the answer was no. The Wachowskis did a sports action comedy. That's Speed Racer, man. This singer was married to Kurt Cobain. That's Courtney Love. Well, we got the L today. I can live with that. We got the L block. Celebrity mashup 4%? That's crazy. Now, I don't mean this to be rude. I'm realizing now there are like 15 famous men that have this is like preset character A in like a third-person action game. Who's this guy? He was Kick-Ass. He's in Tenet. He's married to that lady who's a lot older than him. He was in Bullet Train. I'm not saying he's not handsome. I'm saying like he is Kraven the Hunter. He is Kraven the Hunter. You're not wrong. Is it true that Ariana DeBose is in that? I'm never going to see it because I heard it was like horrendous, obviously, but that's crazy. Who? She won Best Supporting Actress for West Side Story? It's fun? Yeah, I doubt it's fun. Is it fun to not have fun? It's crazy he started dating his 42-year-old wife when he was 18. Yeah, but then you're all out here typing like, I just need I need a elder millennial mommy who's got her stuff together to save my life. But then all of a sudden, somebody does it and you just hate on them. You say it's problematic. Like you're living in a world of cognitive dissonance. Doesn't make any damn sense to me. No jokes allowed these days. Me when I say that a Coke Zero has no caffeine in it. Okay, let's go down to connections here. Well, to be fair, because someone said people are hating on Leo for the same stuff. I don't think anyone's hating on Aaron Taylor Johnson for that. I think if anything, they're saying like maybe maybe they're hating on his wife a little bit for being a girl boss, but Orange Ketchup Elmo Cotton. Cotton Eye John, that's a famous song, obviously. Cardinal is something that's red, something that's traditionally red. You can have rock salt. You can have rose gold. Butter. Flour, eggs, butter, sugar. Recipe for cookies. Ingredients in a classic pound cake. Orange. These are like words that are hard to rhyme with. I know it sounds insane. Words with no rhymes except nurple. I got to think about that. Rock. Month. Month also seems like it has no rhymes, man. I really don't want to say Elmo, though. That sounds insane. I do think it could be orange, purple, month. Schmelmo. Elmo's not a real word. Silver. Wilbur. John. Don. Cardinal. Official. Cotton. Godden. Cardinal. Month. I'm fixating. Eye patch. Long John Silver. Cotton Eye John Silver. Shit that just, I don't know, it just sounds pirate-like to me. That's not elements of being a pirate, huh? Shuffle me up. Silver. Rock. Purple. I mean, I guess these are all colors. Oh, what, man? What? I thought I overthought it, then I went back to the underthought. Cardinal. It's a bird. It's also a position in the bureaucracy of the Catholic Church. It's associated with red. Red Rose, Red Cardinal, Red Elmo. He's a puppet that's red, man. Associated with red. We still have Cotton Eye John Silver, which is not what we wanted. Orange, purple, month. Silver. There's words with no rhymes. Words said to have no exact rhymes. Rock-eyed Cotton Joe. John. Candy! Okay, we get there. We get there. That was tough, man. That was a tough one today. John Candy, Cotton Candy. What was the other one? I guess I don't need to see anymore. Who's John Candy? Oh, don't say that in dance chat, man. People say, who the hell is John Candy? John Candy, SCTV, Cool Runnings, Home Alone, Uncle Buck, Canadian Bacon, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Spaceballs. Brewster's Millions, sure. They're boomer movies. They came out like 40 years ago. Of course they're boomer movies. Like Gen Z wasn't even fucking alive, man. That's before I was born. Yeah, I mean, if you go to school, you learn lots of shit that happened before you were born. You're supposed to, at least. I don't know, it depends where you went. Like, the party's been going on since before you got the invite. It's up to you to catch up on what you missed. Laugh at the Montessori kids? Oh, yeah. Everybody's laughing until you need me to sort a bunch of objects by color for as long as I want. Then all of a sudden it's, hey, Montessori kid, get over here. We really need you. We could use your help. We could really use your help hammering some simulated nails into a simulated piece of wood. If only we hadn't disrespected you earlier when we were talking about the history of the United States of America. Drops on a putting green. That's the lie. Change that a Spaniard or a German might request. Lang, the language. Beat handily. In slang. I rinsed you. I washed you. I mog you. Annoying as in a younger sibling. Blue expanse. Let's say maybe like the sea. Pulls a fast one on. Clear as a blackboard. Okay. Yeah, honey? There's a birdie? Delivery? I don't understand. Is there a verb attached to the noun? Oh, delivery's coming from me. Okay. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. A smoothie for me. Thank you. Well, say thank you to you and thank you to mommy. Booster juice. Put it on my tab. Bring me a smoothie. Put it on my tab. Speaker of the line, you know no other factory in the world mixes its chocolate by waterfall. Yeah, we find out why like a minute later. Paranormal gift is ESP Blue Expanse. Drops on a putting green. Dewdrops. They want to change their Enron. They want to change a euros. Oh, spanked. The sky annoying pesky. Oh, what a delightful little misdirection today from the New York Times. Change that. I wasn't thinking non-linearly enough, man. Change that a German or a Spaniard might request. The euro. Oh, how delightful. Gets me every time. If I wanted misdirection from them, I'd read the opinion section. Hi-yo! Bratty Noam Chomsky in the chat. Prairie Farm 0% fat milk, now with less milk. Milk is like unbelievably cheap considering the nightmarish process by which it ends up in the store. I'm going to say maybe $2.49 on my second guess. Okay, easy enough. It's really cheap, man. It's basically free. They got to treat those cows better. Oh, great. Now the fucking dairy's gone woke, man. You can't even like lock them in a cage all day that's like 2% bigger than the size of their body so they can't turn around, and let them out once every morning to have a machine suck their energy-giving life force that they normally give to their offspring and then put it in a plastic bottle so that I can pour it on top of my Frosted Flakes anymore. Bullshit. I just feel like it could be like Oman today. If not Oman, probably like Tunisia. Maybe Egypt? Maybe Albania? It's simple. It could be Ukraine. It could be a country known as Latvia. It could be a country known as Estonia. Oh, okay. I thought we had more. That's fine. Better than yesterday for me. I thought you didn't put milk in your cereal. It's actually crazy the damage that Reddit r/movie details and CinemaSins have done to the ability of our burgeoning populace to understand and interface with comedic media. It's actually crazy. The perfect movie would not be something for if you're 21 years old, it's not your fault, okay? Again, it's the overlords or whatever. It's the shareholders. It's the focus groups. I just hate the idea that you're going to grow up as an adult and be like, my favorite movie isn't a movie that inspired a fire in my spirit. My favorite movie was the movie that made the most sense. That's a little bit depressing to me. You want to read something that makes sense? Get into baking, because the recipes are just chemistry, okay? Get into plastics or something like that. Get into mathematics, but not at too advanced of a level. Leave the art for the real yearners, okay? Because you don't have the necessary handling to be pushing the accelerator on this kind of engine. You may one day, and hopefully I'll still be here to accept your apology. But for now, this shit is Somalia. It's Oman. Wait, that would be... Oh! I was picking up on some Oman residents, man. We take those. Oh man, oh God, yeah, man, oh God, yeah, man, oh God. December 8th, 2017. All right, I don't really know what I was doing at this time of my life, but I was alive for sure. Third weekend of something that's at 135 million, starring Anthony Gonzalez. It's a family animated musical adventure with the tagline. Oh, it's Coco. That dunkety 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 dunk. This Coco is a bit of a slow burner, huh? Because this is like it's up there in the recent cultural memory for Pixar. I guess when it came out, I mean, it's a little bit of a slow build. It is a good one, man. It's a good one. Warner Brothers Weekend 4 with 212 million. I have to assume this could be like Aquaman. Could it be just the Justice League? I mean, you're throwing points away on bad guesses. Yeah, okay. But you're also throwing points away if you try to get lead actor. So we'll just take that one. Lionsgate. Been out for 4 weeks. So it's a post-Halloween when Lionsgate is normally like a Halloween merchant. It's a family drama starring Jacob Tremblay. That's oh, I know it. It has a person's name in it. Dear Evan Hansen. Never mind. Jacob. It's Room. It's Room. Huh? Who gives you the courage to face? Oh, it's something boy, not boy. Maybe it is boy. It's not boy. It's something boy. Julia Roberts. Real law hints. I don't know this. A boy with facial differences who enters 5th grade attending a mainstream elementary school for the first time. I don't know, man. Wonder. I knew Boy Wonder, Robin, right? I remember. I could picture this poster in my head, 100%. A24, 426% up in week 2, man. This could be Hereditary. Why would they come out with Hereditary at Christmas time, man? It's a comedy drama from A24, starring Dave Franco. It's The Disaster. They opened it limited first. And then they opened it wide. I didn't know this was an A24 joint, because when I saw it for the first time, I probably didn't know what A24 was. Walt Disney, 301 milli. That seems like it's not. Guardians 2 was a summer movie. And this is pre-Captain Marvel. What? Just give me the. Okay, it's Thor Ragnarok. Fair enough. We'll take that. Not great today. Not great, but we'll live with that. A25. That's what I'm talking about, man. Think I saw you at YVR last month? I live there. Could be possible for sure. I'm all right. I saw it. Did I see one of you at the grocery store yesterday? I don't know. You might be at work now. I saw a person 2 inches taller than me, and I'm going to say 8 to 12 years younger than me at the grocery store that looked exactly in my demo. I saw them the first time. They gave me a second glance. And then I saw them a second time, and they gave me a second glance. I was trying to put out approachable vibes. Like, you can come up and ask me for $5. I'll be cool with it. Yeah, I know I'm with my kid, but I'll be cool with it. I don't even live in Canada. Well, you don't have to live in Canada to buy food at our grocery stores yet, but the way things are going, we might actually start to ask for like proof of citizenship at the door. But also, like, I wasn't specifically accusing you. I was just more suggesting like maybe somebody in the chat, maybe. So I'm suggesting somebody in the chat has been paid by the deep state to gang stalk me, is what I'm trying to say. So own up to it. You better own up to it. Speaking of Craven the Hunter, man. Okay. So this is Aaron Taylor Johnson. This also has, well, getting to a Nicolas Cage movie shouldn't be hard. It's harder to get out of Nicolas Cage to Aaron Taylor Johnson. No, it's not. Well, we'll figure it out. Flip me around here first. I told you it had Ariana DeBose in it. Let me think about this. I would probably think that what I would do as an individual is I would go like Ariana DeBose, West Side Story, and then like, oh, you can't go director? In that case, because I was going to go straight to Steven Spielberg. In that case, instead, trying to get to Nicolas Cage. Just studying it. Ansel Elgort, Baby Driver, Kevin Spacey. Kevin Spacey, Nicolas Cage. Oh! I got it. Ansel Elgort, Baby Driver, Kevin Spacey, American Beauty, Chris Cooper, Adaptation, Nicolas Cage, Pig. Time. The Monkaverse. Oh yeah, Kick-Ass. Yeah, right. Nicolas Cage and Aaron Taylor Johnson are both in Kick-Ass. But you guys didn't even know that Alessandro Nivola is in Kraven the Hunter and Face Off. Timothy Chalamet is Monka. I've seen this shit, man. I've seen this shit. This is like Little Inferno. Or like Machinarium or some shit like that. I could tell from this shit. This is Little Nightmares 1. This is Little Nightmares 2. 100%. We take those. Kind of wild that my brain came up with Little Inferno. It's weird how they have the same overlap, you know what I mean? In your head? Even though they just have the same title? This is not streamer bait. Little Nightmares is not streamer bait, man. It's nothing like Little Inferno. It's got the same vibe as The Borrowers and Mouse Hunt. Then why are streamers playing it? You're fighting a 10-year-old war. Streamers like literally only live stream themselves driving or playing Marvel Rivals now. Some shit with voxels. It's voxel driven. It's a voxel game. It's Teardown. It's Teardown 100%. It's Teardown. Ooh. It's Teardown. That's Teardown. What streamer even plays Marvel Rivals? Sips, Rabs, Justin, and then all the Overwatch streamers. We're talking about old Let's Play meta. All right, Grandpa, let's get you back to bed. That shit was from like 17 years ago. Let's Plays? No, man. No. We don't do that anymore. This is a NordVPN joint, okay? This is a fucking private equity sponsored stream. We're plundering this bitch, okay? you guys see Fortnite Talk Show yesterday when Luke interviewed the dad who was playing Fortnite with his 3-year-old? And his 3-year-old said, when Luke was talking, his 3-year-old said, "Show your ass up." And then Luke was like, "Is that your kid?" And the dad was like, "Yeah, man, sorry, he's like that sometimes." And then it was great stuff, man. The dad made a living illegally selling like IPTV boxes. And I was doing the math because he said he had 2,500 subscribers paying him $150 a year. And I was like, damn, this dude, I'm sure he's got like some business costs and stuff like that, but that's 375 grand, man. Quick math. Like that's insanity. But then he was dropping all sorts of swear words around his fucking kid. It was crazy to me. And then he was saying, yeah, his kid's in daycare, but he be fighting people all the time. I got to put him in boxing so I could make some money off him. I was like, damn, dude. Your kid is 3 years old. Anyway, it was a great guest. Life's funny sometimes. He did also think that Doge and Dogecoin were the same thing. And he was trying to reconcile how a cryptocurrency could be part of the government, which is one of those things where he's like wrong, but right, but like wrong. He's right for the wrong reasons. Like, you got to be like, no, those are two different things. They just happen to, like, the one was basically named after the other one, and both of them are being headed by the same guy, more or less. I don't know what this is, man. This is like the forgotten Supergiant game with the ball. Pyre. Reverie Momodora Under the Moonlight. What? That's just my go-to guess when I see, like, I don't know, art like this or a game that I don't understand, man. You know what's crazy is I was going to say, I think Kate's been playing this, but I thought about it for like 3 seconds. And I realized, I think actually, isn't she playing Metaphor Refantaserio or something? Which is two different games, both with equally incomprehensible names. That's crazy, man. That's like the rare lucky skill. What goes on inside that brain? Buddy, I'm an observer of it just like you are, to be honest. So I'm trying to figure it out for myself. Now, I get more time to contemplate upon it because I'm me. But at the same time, there's times I don't know. It does like the sugar in the smoothie, though. There's no doubt about that. Blasphemous 2? More recent than 2023 is a good piece of info, man. Also, not side view. Perhaps it's Marvel Rivals. Okay, I'm a fucking god today. I don't know what happened, man, but we're we're on. First, the Oman one that was like slightly off. It was a little early. Then Momodora Reverie Under the Moonlight, Marvel Rivals Guest 2. What the hell was in that smoothie? They put the fucking Mentat juice in the smoothie, man. And Kill Bill Volume 2, that one I actually knew. I didn't have to divine anything from the filament on that one. Now this will be the real test, man. Puckdoku. Avalanche Flames. Jerome McGinley. Senators Flames. Okay, I gotta be honest with you. Today's is really tough. Boston with 250 PIMs in his career. That's a Marty classic right there. He's not dead, by the way. For some reason, he has a black and white picture. Oh, okay, wait. You saying Elias Lindholm remind me that Nikita Zadorov now plays for the Bruins and used to play for the Flames. Avalanche with 250 plus PIMs. 50 plus PIMs. Oh, it's got to be. Is going to be Claude Lemieux, man. Without a doubt. Now, does this look like a guy who would get 250 plus penalty minutes in his career? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Ottawa Senators, 250 plus PIMs in his career. There's no doubt. That's Chris Neal. Does this look like a guy that would get into fights on the regular, man? Does this look like a guy who would get into fights? Come on now. Rest of them kind of tough, to be honest with you. Rest of them kind of ticking me off. Scott Gomez, John Madden, Scott Niedermeyer, Scott Stevens, Martin Brodeur, Corey Schneider. Taylor, you always think about Taylor Hall because it's easy to remember because of Taylor Ham, because he played for New Jersey. Avalanche. Okay, I should have used Claude Lemieux for this one. Avalanche and Devils. Whatever. That's enough hockey for today. Let me see. Dion Phaneuf, Nazem Kadri, Curtis. I forgot Curtis Lazar existed, like straight up. I'll just level with you on that one. What else we got here? Miles. Oh, Zach Parise. Zach Parise was well within my wheelhouse. Kadri was on Colorado? Yeah, man. He played their second line center. Okay, I know what we're doing here. Edward Norton plays a real person. It's Woody, bitch. Yeah, that's fair. Matt Damon plays a real person. I'm just fucking with you. That'd be funny, though. Wouldn't that be funny? Dude, let's go The Last Duel, because I always love an opportunity. The Informant is also a good play here. I'm going to have to play The Informant, and I can play The Last Duel in the final spot. Oh, because it has an exclamation mark, you shit eater. Fuck you. Emma Stone plays a real person. Sorry. Begins with a vowel. Easy A is going to be very popular here. And with good reason. Because I am also going to write it. And then 3 or more word title from Emma Stone. Let's just go with Kinds of Kindness. Matt Damon begins with a vowel, ignore the. The Adjustment Bureau. Edward Norton begins with a vowel. Ignore the. Edward Norton begins with a vowel. American History X, man. Three or more word title, Matt Damon. There's about 1 million. I'm going to go with The Last Duel because that's what I said I was going to do. And then for the Ed Norton one, on the replay here, I'm going to just go with Birdman or The Excellence of Virtue or whatever. We take those. This was a nasty whiff. Oh, that's the most popular answer? I guess that makes sense. She does play Billie Jean King. I've seen Battle of the Sexes. I forgot that I saw it, but I've seen it. Glass Onion kind of garbage. I think my wife canceled our Netflix subscription. It's a pretty bad sign, I think, that I don't even know. I think she finished like the first 3 seasons of Schitt's Creek on Netflix. And then it was like, there's no more seasons on this platform. I think I'm finally done with Netflix. And I was like, I support this decision 100%. Yeah, she got CBC Gem instead, but the first 3 seasons were on Netflix. Now you can get Apple TV. No shot. It's not going to happen. I got so much shit to watch on CBC Gem. You ever seen North of North? You ever see Man Tracker? Wait, I think it's just called Tracker. I'm not talking about the one where the dude in the cowboy hat hunts you down. I'm talking about the one where Justin Hartley is like a police officer in northern BC. You never see Man Tracker? Man Tracker is a Canadian show. I swear to you, this is the premise. It's like Naked and Afraid. So there's two people, but they have clothes on. They are afraid though. They release them into the woods, and then their goal is over the course of like 48 hours, they have to go like, I don't know, 60 kilometers or something like that before they get caught by the Man Tracker. And then like 3 hours after they start out on their voyage, this dude with a cowboy hat and a horse and like a guide who knows the lay of the land and the ways of the earth just go like they find their footprints and stuff like that and go like they were here. And then they like hold up grass to the wind and they're like, the wind's going that way, so the horse can sniff them coming from the east. And then like every single episode ends with like this. Two people running through an open field like this. And Man Tracker just stoically on his horse going and just running them down. I can't remember how he gets them. I think he just has to like ride his horse in front of them or something like that. But every single time, man, it's so good. He has to lasso them? It's been a while. I got to go back to Man Tracker, man. That's crazy. Murdoch Mysteries has 18 seasons. Yeah, people in Canada. I've never met anybody who watches it, but apparently it's very popular. Second most popular show in Canada after combination Coronation Street and Emmerdale. EastEnders.
Pretty. A adjective meaning
Easy.
sourly. A adjective meaning promise. A noun meaning spiral. A adjective meaning
Based on the book Precious by Jigsaw.
tabulate. A verb meaning
You don't hear tabulate that much anymore. Maybe because I'm not watching American Idol.
temerity. A noun meaning
Great word. I got to use temerity.
tepidity. A adjective meaning
Tepidity is that's a diabolical criticism. The essence of being tepid. That's how I felt about My Old Ass, the movie, not my body.
arrange. A verb meaning to put into a proper
Okay.
sequential. A adjective meaning of platinum. A
Too
noun
easy.
meaning a precious
We got another chance at perfect.
atoll. A noun
Okay,
meaning
that was literally on here yesterday.
stevedore. A noun meaning one who
It's the guy who works at the docks, right?
silhouetted.
Sorry,
verb
a
meaning to
person who
represent
works
by
at the
silhouette.
docks.
Also, to project.
I spelled silhouette wrong?
Hepatectomy. A noun meaning excision of the liver or of part of the liver. Hepatectomy. A noun meaning excision of the liver.
Oh.
Cormorant. A noun
Okay,
meaning
well,
any of
I play
various.
Pokemon, so I know cormorant. Oh, there was a D. Hepatectomy? Is that like when you only take part of the liver out? I guess I could have listened. Instead, I just thought I was smarter than it. Because of hepatitis? Well, yeah, I know what the Latin prefix for liver is, man. It's more like the difference between the T and the D, man. Oh, maybe you're right. Maybe the T comes from hepatic instead of the T coming from the medical suffix. That's a good point. That's a good point. It's hepat. Okay. I am stevedore. I haven't seen The Wire. I know that. I learned that the way everybody learned that. From Plants for People in fourth year biology at Queen's University, when my professor refused to call them dock workers and instead called them stevedores. Let's see who's Magresta beefing with here. Let's see. Someone with 12 messages and a Pepe avatar. Beef understandable. Beef is extremely understandable. You're based for that one, Magrester. You're based for that one. You're based for all of them, I think. You can beef with whoever you want. I'm not here to mod the mods. Ain't nobody got time for that, man. Sometimes people will like they'll write something that's like, "Hey, is there any place I can send NL a message?" One of the mods was mean to me, and I'm like, "Buddy, I'm mean to chat all the time. What do you expect here?" I can't really get on their case for that. If it isn't that bad, submit an unban request, and I'll unban you, and then the mods will yell at me for unbanning you, which happens all the time. It's plantain lasagna. Savory and sweet casserole-like meal featuring layers of plantains, beef or turkey, and melted cheese. I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna say Guyana. I know they love plantains in Guyana. North of Guyana. So in the Caribbean, like perhaps Trinidad and Tobago. Pastelon. Northwest of Trinidad and Tobago could be Central America. Northeast of Guatemala could be Jamaica. Very hot. Cuba. Oh, okay. Well, we take those. I don't know Caribbean geography, man. But I'll take that on the final guess. What is this? It's a pork muffin? This looks disgusting. I'm sorry. This looks absolutely disgusting. It's like I should probably move my camera so you can get a feel for it, but I'm looking at what I'm seeing here and you can basically fill up the rest. Ground pork seasoned with onion, spices, and occasionally herbs. Slow cooked until smooth and creamy. Spread on toast or bread and enjoyed as a breakfast item or snack. Served with a cold mug of milk. I mean, it looks like it could be from the United Kingdom, but I also feel like I see cinnamon, weirdly enough, and I think to myself that this has all the makings of some cursed Swedish cuisine. North of Sweden, huh? But so Iceland, northwest of Sweden? Cretins. Northwest of Iceland? Greenland? Canada? What? Quebec. A traditional French-Canadian dish primarily consumed in Quebec. Okay. Really do be your own, man. So it's a ball of ground pork? It's good, I promise. Okay, let's eat it. Let's eat it with milk. This is jun. Crispy potato pancake. This is gamja jun, bro. You can't fucking fool me. Oh, it's served with banchan? Yeah, it's from South Korea, man. This is gamja jun. What the fuck did I tell you? It's gamja jun. I didn't even know if there was a dish called jamja jun. What I do know is a potato is gamja and a pancake is jun. So get owned. I should get bonus points for knowing the name. Where's my mouse pointer? It's gone. There it is. He will know their ways as if born to them. Exactly, man. You know Korean food better than your own? All I'm going to say is that, like, basically, in South Korea, you could get gamjajang at a lot of different restaurants. I saw it 50 times and I lived there for a year, okay? I've lived in Canada for 35 years and I've never seen cretins. So there's a huge difference in the popularity of these relative foods, is what I'm going to say. No, I'm sorry to the Korean audience, but latka's clear gamjajang. Jun is good in general. Pardon me, I would love to eat jun whenever I have the opportunity, but latkes do clear it. You need to go to Quebec? I've been to Quebec, the city. I've been to Montreal. I've been to Hull. I've walked across the bridge into Hull. I've been to the Museum of Civilization. What you are asking me to do is go to Lac Lourand or Trois-Rivières or Saguenay, and that's not going to happen, okay? That's hard. I have been to a Cabana Sucre. In Ontario, I've been to a sugar shack. I haven't been to a French-Canadian Cabana Sucre. Maybe one day when we are both cats. Guess what, buddy? I love logging into Thrice, and they gave me points for having the wrong answer. The answer was not Minneapolis, even though that's what I wrote, but they're going to give me some points. Okay. Sylvester Stallone's co-star in Cobra was in 1950 Monterey. From what car make? Yeah, I don't know. Pontiac? While the dudes play for the Suns, Phoenix's WNBA team is named for what only slightly closer object? It must be Mercury. It's a planet that's also a car brand. Yeah, okay. Okay. For almost the entire first millennium of the Common Era, the Aksum Kingdom had its capital in what is now the Tigray region of what country? Kazakhstan. Featured on the Rastafarian flag, the Lion of Judah is a symbol of Emperor Haile Selassie and what African nation? The Aksum Kingdom. So, well, this, I hate to do this. I'm like, Europa Universalis starts in the middle of the second millennium CE. But I'm working backwards from that. The Mamluk Empire was in Egypt. The Abyssinian Empire was in Ethiopia. I want to say maybe Mali. They had lots of gold, at least. Eritrea was part of what neighboring country that's also quite nearby in the alphabet? Eswatini? No, that doesn't make sense. That's like, isn't that an enclave within South Africa? This seems like a horrible guess, man. Whatever. They're gonna tomorrow. I'm gonna go to Thrice, and they're gonna be like, "We accepted that as an answer anyway. We'll take that." The island of Sardinia gives us the Salata variety of what cheese, which uses salt aging to make it firmer and less spoilage prone. Interesting. So a soft. I'm gonna say burrata, a soft Italian cheese that spoils quickly. Reheat the whey left over from making pecorino, and you get what stuff that Bon Appetit calls glorious, fluffy cheese clouds. Am I insane to just say mozzarella? Oh, it's fucking ricotta cheese. Reseda. Ricotta cheese. Should piss me off, man. I'm not ill. These are just hard questions, man. At least like the first couple are. Chandler, Arizona hosts an annual festival dedicated to racing what leggy animal with an eye larger than its brain? Llama. That's a leggy animal. John, it's a bird. Ostrich? Yes, okay, ostrich makes a lot more sense now that I think about it. 2/3 of the characters are men in the ancient play Women of Trachis, written by who? Sophocles. That's, I mean, that's, what, did you get that one? You fucking cheeseheads? Did you get Sophocles immediately? You probably thought that shit was written by, what's the guy's name? David Mamet. Sorry, it took a second for the joke to land. You said, a play about women that's starring men, that's got David Mamet written all over it. Not so smart now, are you? Also, I'm willing to bet that you motherfuckers wouldn't have even got it on number 3. There's no dogs in Oedipus Rex, and its author's name anagrams to Poochless. Okay, well, maybe with that you might have gotten it, but... You only know Sophocles? What are you talking about? I also know the guy who wrote Antigone and Saturnalia. Who is Poochless? Average pop culture Jeopardy contestant. It's so fun to hate without having to prove yourself. Sort these letters by their point value in Scrabble, starting with the lowest value. I gotta feel like U, G, and B are the... Oh, these are most, sorry. I gotta feel like these are like the easiest to make words with. I think it's that, man. I think it's UGBWKJ. I'm in your walls. I'm in your walls, man. Clip it. How'd you get it? Dude, there's just, you don't see that many words with J in them, man. It's got to be like J, X, Z are like the least used letters in the English alphabet. That's true. Finnish Scrabble be like, you spelled Joki Harju. J for 1, O for 1, K for 1, I for 1, H for 1, A for 1, R for 1, J for 1, U for 1. That's 9 points. Get owned for having a language that uses the letters a little bit differently than mine. You motherfuckers. Can you play Scrabble in Sweden? Do they have like a little modifier for like the umlauts and shit and the 2 dots and then like the A with the E mashed together? It's illegal. No surprise there. Probably will be here soon too. What does a higher population weighted mean elevation? What the hell does that mean? Info. Population weighted elevation are calculated by computing the statistic for each. Yeah, I know what but like population weighting means, but like which one is hillier per person? Like I have no idea. I just honestly I don't know. Less exposure to active EPA Superfund sites. That's hazardous waste sites. I assume that Columbus has more exposure. Okay. Higher number of people who are on public insurance. California. Higher percentage of people who commute by walking. To me, I want to say that most of the people living in Prince George's County work in DC and thus cannot walk. They must drive or take the train. Whereas the people who live here might work all over the place. Higher percentage of adults who have had a stroke. We'll go Oklahoma on that one. That makes sense to me. We made it work. But it was the first two got me pretty good. If you've ever been to Santa Barbara, people walk everywhere. I've never been. Do they have anything for tourists? Let me throw in slash marker, and then we'll do Bandle. Slash marker. You fucking with spicy honey? You talking about the Todd Berry special? Yeah, I'm fucking with Todd Berry's spicy honey from like 2018.